Okay, so we're doing some more viewer tattoos. Should be some good stuff in here, I hope.
Right? Okay,
so nothing too bad.
I hope so too. So we're starting off with a first professional tattoo, so be gentle. Got my first professional tattoo yesterday. Wondering what you think. By the way, your tattoos are absolutely outstanding and can't wait to see the rest of your tattoo journey.
Well, the rest of mine is going to be the rest of my life, most likely. So
yeah, we're
I hope you're in for the long ride.
I used to be hoping for an end date because, you know, he's always like, Sarah, don't touch my arm, it hurts, kind of thing.
I'm a make work project, and I don't plan for that to end anytime soon.
Yeah.
So this is a hell of a first, like, professional tattoo.
It's you got a lot of coverage there.
Yeah. This reminds me of the kid that came in and he wanted barbed wire all over both of his arms and his chest all in one go. I was like, dude, you're fucking up all your real estate in one fell swoop.
It looks cool.
I don't mind this for what it is, but the problem is, like, if you want more tattoos, like, that arm is pretty much finished now.
You've essentially wasted your whole arm.
I don't know if it's wasted necessarily, if you like this, but, like, it is used.
Yeah.
Like, you can't put little stickers in between those spots.
So, like...
I mean, you can. But
I personally love both my sleeves.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that I would change about either one of my sleeves. But sometimes I find myself sitting there going, oh, man, like, I could have done this sleeve. Or, oh, man, I could have done this sleeve. I mean, yes, I still can. I don't like blackout enough to do that.
You don't like the feeling of it.
It hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's my only worry with this. It looks glorious, though.
Like, I mean, I don't hate it. It's like, it's a lot of space for one shot.
Mm-hmm.
I would be thinking, like, well, fuck, I've got one arm left now. You know what I mean? You kind of, in a way, you cut your arm off as far as possibilities go. I mean, because if you do anything lower or higher up, it kind of needs to keep going with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that there's, like, if you did color in between, I don't think that would look as striking. So I kind of think the arm is mostly done now.
Yep, this is all you get.
In a way, that's a little depressing for me.
Yeah, I know, one and done.
Because, like, I don't want that. Some people would love that. Some people would love to get a sleeve in one day. I see them come in all the time. But
I feel like this person is probably that person.
I like getting tattooed, so this would be a little upsetting for me, personally.
Right.
But, I mean, you do you. It's not a bad sleeve. I like the wholeness of it. But it's very aggressive for a first tattoo.
Very aggressive.
Well, she said professional, so that might mean...
Oh, so maybe she's got some stick and pokes. Will you send us your stick and pokes?
Or basement scratch stuff or something. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't hate it. It's not a loss for me, so...
Yeah. All right, so the next one, I was going to wait until this was 100% complete.
Please don't think that way. I like seeing stuff in motion.
But you've been asking for color in recent episodes, so here you go. The photo is 1 week after my last sitting, the blues on upper arm and yellow lightning.
I wonder if I've still been asking for color photos. This was back in October.
I don't even know. One session left.
You were 6 months later.
Yeah, right? One session left until... Now I'm lost. Thanks, Remy. One session left, December fully finished. Flowers, shading, and hexagons, white, yellow highlights on upper arm. Then possibly one more to go. Back over the ship. Okay, so...
Well, that's realistic. This is color. Like, anyone who thinks they're going to get full color that's going to be vibrant in a short period of time is a fucking moron.
This is so wacky.
I like this a lot.
I do too. I'm a...
It looks like he has pancakes on his arm, though.
I keep fixating on the moon because it's probably just your arm shape, but it's a little, like, not circle.
What I would have done is just make, again, the foreground a little bigger. I like the background elements, and I think there's room for them. I would have got rid of the chunky negative space parts. I don't know if those are still going to get colored in.
The trendy hexagons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Get rid of the trendy hexagons. Why do you need those?
Or color them in.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think they need to be as big. I think make those smaller and make the moons with the orange slices on them or whatever the fuck they are, the pancakes.
Right.
Make those bigger.
Pancake moon.
Because they would have suited the outer bicep shape better. The guy's got a pretty big arm, and this makes it look smaller than it is.
My problem with the hexagons is that they're wonky shaped. They're not fully hexagonal. And
I think they were done on purpose that way, though.
Well,
I think that's stylistic.
You think so? And
I think so.
I also think the outlines are like really weird at the top ones. But I mean, again,
Strange line weights. Like, you'd think they'd carry that down all the way. And then there's a strange cut to his arm, too.
Yeah, it's like a weird style choice. But I really like the concept of this. Like, it's so wacky. Like, this is a great sleeve.
Fuck. I wish I'd seen more stuff like this. I love seeing full color.
Yeah, and I'd actually really like to see this totally done. Maybe it's in your email somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's probably more. But we'll get there if there is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll find it. We'll find it. So... good one. So here's another one. This one's from Isaac Russell. It says, "Hi Remy, I was watching one of your reacts and you had said that trad is one of those things that is too hard to make a complete concept set sleeve with."
It's very hard.
Definitely. I feel like it just takes a bit of imagination, but I agree. It is something that I don't see as often as I would like. Anyways, here's a leg sleeve I've been working on. I've only been tattooing for 2 years, so we're assuming these are your tattoos? So feel free to
Maybe
pick
not.
on any technical aspects, but know they will be fixed to the best of my ability, probably before you even react to it. I will send unfiltered photos when we continue to the underwater portion if you would like. P.S. I found you in my feed on Insta and was annoyed that you kept popping up after hating on you for a bit. I watched the podcast and thought he's actually a cool guy.
You wouldn't believe how many people have been like, fuck this guy again over the years. People are so sick of seeing me.
Enjoying your content.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not going away, and so I hope you can either learn to love me or get over it. You know what I mean? I'm not going anywhere, so
it's so funny to actually hear that story from someone.
Oh, I've heard that story before.
Well, I mean, it's just like, yeah, I get it. It's annoying when someone is trending, but it's not like, so I mean, Remy's not choosing to be in your feed.
Not necessarily.
Your algorithm has chosen.
I mean, I've definitely done some work to get there.
Yes.
But
definitely. And like, instead of lashing out at someone for like, becoming popular, take a moment to get to know.
Kudos to this guy.
Yeah.
He looked it up. And
take a moment to get to know them, because there is usually a reason why someone's popular.
And trust me, I'm worse than you think.
I live with him.
You'll end up disliking me for different reasons.
He's a monster, I tell you. A monster. No. Anyways, the sleeve.
So the clipper ship is really cool, and I like the shark, but right away, this picture here is like, it's not doing anything to combat my fear of background. I do see the orange built up around the shark, but I think that the shark, again, could have been bigger, so could the clipper ship.
Yep.
And you use less orange. So that's my critique, is everything is just...
I love the orange.
Oh, it's not bad. It's like Scott has that orange sleeve thing.
But that's what... Okay, so one of the... he's not an artist at this shop anymore, but one of the former artists of the shop, the gentleman who's doing my pumpkin sleeve, he has like a PC sleeve. And he did all this like crazy color background, and it looks
like neo-trad, but
it looks pretty cool. So an option for you, instead of just doing the stars and dots that most people do behind a trad sleeve. But I really like this ship. It seems like it's in well proportion.
Yeah, it's too small, I think.
Flags look good. Yeah, probably too small.
The ship is good. The shark is good. The water's good.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with any of it. It's just very small for some reason.
Yeah.
You can make a clipper ship a back piece.
You totally could.
So, like, this is pretty small, especially with how much leg is left there.
And it wraps around, which is pretty cool. I like the lighthouse, too.
Yeah, the lighthouse. All of this is really nice. I want to say right up front, I like this, and I like trad tattoos anyway. It's just, I like what he's doing with the orange. It's just, again... The lighthouse is also too small.
Yeah.
The cloud is too small.
This is like a super cool like sleeve concept though. I love the way you wrapped it around and you didn't like piece it out.
Well, what are you going to build underneath the water that makes sense? You know what I mean?
Underwater stuff.
Well,
Remy?
if you're making that though, like, then I guess, but
mermaid.
I can't see filling out a whole lower leg with random underwater stuff.
One of those creepy mermaids that's like a fish top with like
Sure,
lady
but like,
legs.
okay, so like then start the water lower on the leg so you don't have to do nothing but aqua scene all over his low leg.
Maybe
Like,
he wants it.
It will look like he's wearing like orange shorts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if that's the plan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that this is probably out of convenience.
I'm not saying there aren't enough trad things to do that you couldn't do a whole sleeve down there.
Yeah,
but
of
if you just
underwater.
make them all bigger, then you don't need as many little ones.
Yeah, so I think there's more you could have done above land for sure.
Yeah.
But I think this was of convenience because I'm assuming from what the email said that he tattooed this himself.
Yeah, but I
which
don't
you're-
know if he did it on himself. He could have tattooed it on someone else.
Oh. I
Like it could have been on some. Well, no, he just said he's been tattooing for 2 years.
Yeah, true that.
So who knows who he's tattooing?
Anyways.
Could be on him.
Could be.
If it is, that's even more impressive.
I'm going to assume it's on him and he did it himself. And this seems like the sweet spot to tattoo. Although he wouldn't have been able to do
Lower
the back.
leg would be as easy
So maybe this is on someone else.
or even
Anyways,
easier to reach.
I like this hammock.
Oh, I like all of this. There's no critique for me on like whether this is good or not.
Oh, no,
I
this
think
is
it's
great.
good. It's just I think it's too small.
This is all great. This little skeleton in the
be-
hammock. I love it. And then the full.
This is a little harder to understand.
Yeah, the storm on the back is a little weird.
Yeah. So again, I like the octopus thing. I like the storm clouds, but that little guy up there is so fucking tiny. Like all of this would be so much cooler if it was bigger.
Yeah, I also feel like you took a really big departure from the color palette that you were working with, and it feels a little awkward, but
It is a lot of different colors.
yeah.
Like you had pretty consistent colors going, and then the octopus really does go out of its way to make an ass of itself to some degree.
I feel like the octopus should have been orange.
yeah. Or orange and purple or something.
Yeah. And it would have just like worked better with the concept of the sleeve. This is
It took me
definitely
a
super
minute to
cool.
realize what was happening in
Yeah.
there too. The rest of it was pretty readable. This part is not as readable.
Yeah, no, I agree with that fully.
So that one was like kind of like I wasn't exactly sure.
Definitely not as readable.
So then this is another sleeve here. It's a different color thing. No backstory for this.
So this is where the wild things are.
Oh, that's right. That's what this is. I was like, why is this? It's recognizable. This is another older one, I would say.
Yeah,
It's
so
very old.
and it's like 100% the same illustrative style as the book.
Yeah,
So
it is what it is.
it is what it is, right? Like and I actually think, I mean, other than the fact that it's like really faded,
I mean, this is an old color tattoo.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best done, but it's a good shot.
yeah, no, I really love this as like a sleeve.
Yeah, I think some things are a little too hard. Some of the shading in that bird or whatever the fuck it is that's hanging upside down there.
Yeah.
That's a little too stiff for me. But I mean,
He might supposed to be like that. I
yeah,
think
but
it's, like,
even
got
if
such
he
a
is,
graphic
like,
style.
there's ways to do this that don't make it look that crispy. I
Yeah.
feel like because I don't think he looks that crispy in reality.
Well, time has probably made him look a little more crispy and
Oh,
fuzzy.
it would make him look softer.
You think
Time
so?
softens all of this shit. Like if you've got crispy lines and they're small like that, they're gonna blow out and
Fuzz
kind of mush.
together.
Yeah, so he was even crispier. Unless this is new, and like overall, I really like this. I think that the blue is, it's a little bit patchy in some places. This is like if this was a solid blue sleeve, you would see the error in that blue more clearly.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot going on to distract you away from the fact that there's some definite holidays in the blue.
Yes, holidays.
You know what
I love
I mean?
it. Yeah, I took a break.
Yeah. Well, holidays being an idiom for, unsaturated spots. Like, you would see that more clearly if it was just straight blue.
Yeah.
But because there's so much going on, you don't see the inconsistencies so much. I mean, I really like all these little critters. Some of them I feel like could have been a bit bigger.
Yeah, I
I'm
think so
wondering,
too.
does he have a upper sleeve?
I'm not seeing so
Because there's a lot to cram into the lower part.
from what I can tell that's going on in these photos, it doesn't look like it continues all the way up.
So I would have made this the full sleeve concept, and then all of these guys get to shine a little more. But they're decently sized. Like, they're not horribly sized. I just hope that he has a plan to bring this up further up. or that he still has room to do that.
Right.
Because
Or
this would be great as a full sleeve.
pick something that has a really similar illustrative style and stick it on the top of your arm, and then you have like a cool storybook sleeve.
There's enough of these guys that you can do more.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
And they're wicked.
yeah, I've never seen a Where the Wild Things Are sleeve before. So and that blue is really quite nice. It's just like I just want to see more of this.
Yeah.
That's my only complaint. So